Okay, welcome back to the last section.
Chair, dice
Hi.
Cristian que no la dejaba ingresar.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I have some people trying to join. Okay. Okay, they're coming now. Okay, welcome back. Welcome to session number 8. Today is January the 7th, and we are about to start. I was just taking attendance. I know that some people are joining now. Let me see. Let me go back to the attendance form. It's here. Okay, let me go back to, I will name again people who were not previously here. Mateo.
Present, Miss.
Hi, Mateo.
Hi, good
Fanny.
morning.
Hi, good morning. Fanny? No, I was missing Ivan. Ivan is here, right? No, I was missing Christian.
Good morning, Miss Present.
Hi, Christian. I know Christian is here now, right? Litardo. Patricio Hidalgo.
Present.
Hi,
Good
Patricio.
morning.
Hi. Diana, no. Gaby. I'm missing Christian, Gaby. Let me see. I'm still missing.
Present. Christian.
Okay, Christian. Okay, you're here. Okay. Let me see. Angela is here. Let me see. There was someone missing. Alice, no? Okay. Veronica, Pamela, no. Yacid, no. Jesse, is Jesse here? No yet. Fernando, no. Maria Cristina, no. Is there anybody else? Diego Suarez, no. Let me see. Let me go back to Eduardo. I know Eduardo.
Present, Miss.
Hi, Eduardo.
Present.
Diego, right? Let me
Yes.
see. Diego.
And Eduardo.
And Eduardo. Okay, thank you. Christian Villacres? No, right? And Said? No. Okay, if I'm missing,
Present, Miss.
who am I missing? Who?
Said present.
Oh, Said. Okay, I'm sorry. There you go. Okay, that's it. Okay, I think we're fine. Diana Salinas is coming back, but she was here previously. Okay, so today we have 3 goals. We'll work the last section of Unit 6, and then there's going to be a little quiz about kind of a review about all the verb tenses, some vocabulary words, and then I want you to go through a little kind of speaking rehearsal test so we can get ready for next week, okay? I don't know yet if the list I will be sharing with you will be the one used for the final evaluation, but this is the one I used previously with another group of students, and I will try to use it with you so we can kind of do a pre-practice before the final speaking evaluation. Okay, so let's go back again to the slides. Okay, let's go back. See? Okay, if you want me to share the slides again, I can do it. No problem. This is the link to access the slides. This is already shared in the chat. Okay. So yesterday we managed to finish 6A, right? We started by talking about opposites, right? Synonyms and antonyms. I think it was like completely the opposite of saying something is small or big or high or down. But then we move on to verbs, right? Actions, opposite actions. Then we move on to the future forms, positive statements, negative statements, questions. Then we talk about being positive or negative. Then when we move to Unit 6B, I think we started to practice some little dialogues using future forms. And then I believe we were able to use future forms in more practice. And I think that this was the last practice, right? The vocabulary section 4B. Now we'll talk about dreams, okay? Have you ever dreamed? Have you ever, felt something that you can really remember? A dream that you could go back and you can remember every single detail. Let me show you again the access, the link of what I think for Said. Okay, can someone, anyone, tell me about one of your dreams? Sometimes dreams might be, they might seem that they don't make sense, right? Sometimes you might dream about being in a place you have never been before. Sometimes you dream about people that you hardly know. Sometimes you dream about doing things you have never done before, or you might dream about situations you might have somehow been before, but they're kind of weird, right? It's hard to tell the meaning of a dream. Can someone share one of your dreams? No, anyone? I have dreamt about being in a place that I was before, but with people I never expected to be. So it was kind of weird, kind of strange. But it happens, right? It happens. That then you wake up and you can even feel that you were in a place. Sometimes you feel cold, or you might feel that you're about to fall because you were dreaming about being on the top of a mountain and you were feared that you might fall down, right? It's kind of weird, but have you ever experienced this?
Yes.
Oh, good. Tell me about your dream.
Sometimes I dream about free fall, like I'm falling from the sky. So I wake up suddenly.
Yeah, and you feel like you have the feeling, right? That you were about to fall down, but you're actually in your bed. So you haven't.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it feels weird, right? It is. Do you know the meaning of that kind of feeling? What does it mean to feel that you're about to fall down?
No.
No, I don't know either. I don't know if we have any psychologist student, maybe from one of the careers. They might know, right? Anybody else? Is it anybody else who wants to share a dream? No? Said, Patricio, Christian, Diego, maybe, y Bianca, Ivan, Juanita, Angela, Ronald. What if you're asked this kind of question? What would you answer? There was one advice I wanted to share with you about this speaking test or questions you might be asked. Sometimes you're in a speaking evaluation and you're asked questions about things you have never experienced. You might be asked about sharing a holiday. Well, everybody has been on a holiday, right? You can speak about being to the beach or staying in, I don't know, any other country. But what if you're asked something that you have never experienced, like this kind of question, for example? You might think, oh, but I have never had a weird dream, right? Or any, sometimes you go to sleep and you fall asleep and you never dream. It might happen. So this is my advice. Be creative and think of a situation that you can actually describe. It might not have happened to you. You might have never dreamed of something weird or something that you didn't know what it meant, but think of a situation, make it up. Be creative, really creative. Oh, they don't know you, right? They don't know if it is true or not, if it really happened or not, if you met someone or not, if you have ever been in a specific place or not, because they don't know you. But what do they want you, what they are expecting from you? They are expecting that you are able to describe a situation It might be present time, past time. The words you use is what will define your level. The amount of words or sentences or ideas that you can actually produce. So if you're asked this kind of question, just think of something. Oh, I remember I was dreaming. I was with my friend Roberto, and we were in New York, and it was Christmas time, and we were visiting my family. I don't know. And then we saw a big, gigantic animal like Godzilla crossing down New York, destroying the city. And there were some superheroes, and they came, and there was a big, big fight in the middle of the city between the superheroes and Godzilla. And then I woke up. But you're actually describing a story. You're telling a story. So is there anyone who wants to try? It might be a creation of your mind, but you are telling them something. But if you don't say anything, they don't have anything to
I wanna try, Miss.
go for it. I'm all ears.
When my dream is about when I travel to Galapagos, and
Okay.
when I traveling in a boat, I found a little shark in in the boat and wake up.
Yeah. It might be just like that. Oh, have you ever been to Galapagos? Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, well, in my case, I have never been to Galapagos, but I could say, oh yes, I was in Galapagos all by myself. No family, no one. I was all by myself. I was snorkeling, and I was looking at the turtles and the fishes and the corals. I don't even know how to swim. I have never been to Galapagos, but I am telling them something. But I am telling a story. It could be it's kind of a crazy story, but it might be a dream. Good say. Good. Good. You try it. And you did it. Anybody else? Christian? No? Diego? Bianca? Angela? Summers? Juan Jose? Matthews? Ana? Joelito? Jessica? Rocío? Mateo? Diana? Andy? No? Okay. So now we're going to listen to someone who actually had a dream. And the picture I am showing you right now is kind of a summary of all the different things he is going to describe about his dream. So in the picture, what can you see in the picture? There's different things, right? There's an animal, there's someone, there's people. What else?
Flowers.
Flowers. Okay. Anything else?
And like a
Feet.
party.
A party. Yeah, it looks like a party, right? Because it looks like people are dancing, or I don't know. It looks like a party. We don't know. Anything else?
We animal.
There's an owl. This animal is called an owl. The name owl is spelled O-W-L, owl. It's an animal that goes like boo, 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 like that. He's quiet, but he's always like this at night. That's an owl. Anything else?
We music classic.
A glass. It's kind of a glass of I don't know if it's wine. It might be juice. I don't know. It might be whiskey. It might be champagne. But there's someone holding a glass, right? Anything else?
Feet.
Feet, right? So there's a picture of feet, right? feed is a plural noun of food. So food is one, but feed is two, right? And this is the guy. He is telling someone about his dream. Actually, this person he's telling his dream to, I mean, he's describing the dream. It's not just a friend, right? It's a psychoanalyst. So it's like kind of a psychologist, right? And they are trying to find the meaning of the dream, okay? Now let's go back to Moodle, because I think in Moodle we have the audio, because we need to listen to this guy's story about the dream. You know what? I don't think you can see Unit 6C. Let me make it visible to you so you can look at the picture in Moodle too. This is from the slides, but the same picture is in the platform. So let me show it to you. Okay. So this is actually Unit 6C. Okay, this is going to be the last unit from for level number 3, okay, for this course. So we have gone through unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the last section of the last unit, okay? So this is what they want you to do. Let me show you the audio. Okay, so this is the same picture, right? As you can see, it's exactly the same. And in here, we're gonna listen to the guy describing his dream. So they're gonna be, as you can see, within the picture, there are some gaps, right? Like little squares. Within each of the squares, we're gonna have to add a number. So this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So every picture is actually one part of the dream, okay? But as you listen to the whole story of the dream, we have to think of what happened first, and then what did the guy dream about secondly, and then what happened in the third section of the dream, and the fourth section, and the fifth section, and the last section. So every symbol, every picture has a meaning, okay? And he's going to describe what happened first, what did he see first, what did he see second, and then next, and then next, and then finally.
Teacher,
3.16.
Excuse me?
¿Qué actividades? ¿Qué número?
I'm sorry. This is Unit 6C, and this is 1B.
I can see. No puedo ver yo.
Can you press F5? Tienen que actualizar la página, como reloaded. And then you'll be able to see it.
También va a ser lo mismo. Tiene que volver a salir y volver a ingresar para que salga el 16.
Sí. Yeah, you can go back, or you can, I mean, sometimes it works just with the refresh button. Okay, so let me play the audio until you go back and then come back. Sorry.
3.16.
Mhm.
So tell me, what did you dream about?
I was at a party. There were a lot of people.
What were they doing?
They were drinking and talking.
Were you drinking?
Yes, I was drinking champagne.
Mhm. And then what happened?
Then suddenly I was in a garden. There were a lot of flowers.
Flowers, yes. What kind of flowers?
I couldn't really see. It was dark. Oh, and I could hear music. Somebody was playing the violin.
The violin. Go on.
And then I saw an owl. A big owl in a tree.
How did you feel? Were you frightened of it?
No, not frightened, really, no. But I remember I felt very cold. especially my feet. They were freezing. And then I woke up.
Your feet.
Mhm.
Hmm. Very interesting indeed. Were you wearing any shoes?
No, I wasn't.
Mhm.
Tell me, have you ever had this dream before?
No, never. So, what does it mean, Doctor?
Okay. So what happened at the very stage of the dream? What happened at the very beginning? How did it start?
In a party.
In a party.
He said, "Oh, I was in a party. There were people, right?" And then
They drink. He drink.
then
He
he saw
drinks
that
champagne.
maybe,
Champagne.
yeah, he saw the glass, someone holding, or someone, or he was drinking champagne. I think that's what he said. And then
He was in a garden.
he was in a garden, and this is when he saw flowers, maybe, right? Okay.
Yes.
Then
He starts to hear music.
okay, then he started to listen to some music, and he said it looked kind of a violin type of music, right? The sounds. And then
He saw an owl.
and then it was when he saw the owl, right? He said, I saw it looked like an owl, like because of the sound the animal makes, like woo woo, like that. And then finally
He
He
feel cool the foods.
he felt cold, right? He said my feet were cold. He experienced some kind of cold feeling, right? But not in the whole body, just especially on his feet. And he said, what does this mean, doctor? Because sometimes, it's so weird that you were trying to think, look, what could be the meaning of about your mind going through all these feelings and images and people, and you sometimes, I have never experienced this before. I mean, no, like the guy, but sometimes people think that they might be able to listen and feel things and have this feeling that they are about to fall, or they are scared, or they might be, I don't know, hot. So it's really interesting. Would you like to listen again? I think we have to, right? Can you see the activity now? 1B?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's play it again. Okay, just so you can go one more time and you can be like 100% where does 1 should go, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6.
3.16.
So tell me, what did you dream about?
I was at a party. There were a lot of people.
What were they doing?
They were drinking and talking.
Were you drinking?
Yes, I was drinking champagne.
Mhm.
And then what happened?
Then suddenly I was in a garden. There were a lot of flowers.
Flowers, yes. What kind of flowers?
I couldn't really see. It was dark. Oh, and I could hear music. Somebody was playing the violin.
The violin. Go on.
And then I saw an owl. A big owl in a tree.
How did you feel? Were you frightened of it?
No, not frightened, really, no. But I remember I felt very cold, especially my feet. They were freezing. And then I woke up.
Your feet.
Mhm.
Very interesting indeed. Were you wearing any shoes?
No, I wasn't.
Tell me, have you ever had this dream before?
No, never. So, What does it mean, Doctor?
Okay. So where should number 1 go?
The people party.
The party, right? So this is where number 1 should be. Okay, we only have to drag the number, I think. What about number 2?
Champagne.
Okay, glass of
Acá, copo.
champagne. Okay, what about number 3?
The
Flower.
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 Okay, the flowers. He said, oh, I felt I was in the garden. Flowers. Okay, and then number 4?
The violinist.
The violin. Okay, the violin. Someone was playing the violin, he said, but he didn't know who was this person. What about number 5?
The owl.
The owl.
owl.
And he said, I saw an owl, and you can hear how the animal sound, right? The way he sounds. What about number 6?
It's
He felt cold, but especially on his feet. And he's asked, were you wearing any shoes? And he said, no, I wasn't. So he was barefoot, right? And that's it. This is it. That is what we have to do on the first quiz. Very interesting. If you are in the exam, I suggest you go always for the second. I mean, you play it once and you try to think of what could be the answer, and then you go back again at least twice. So you can be 100% sure that your answers are fine. Okay, this is how we usually do it in English about listening activities. Okay, let me see. Let's go to the second one. This is 1C. And now we can listen to it again, because now we don't have to add numbers, okay? Now we have the whole dialogue between the doctor and the patient. And we are asked to find specific information in each of the dialogue sections, in each of the parts of the conversation. So we have to complete the gaps with the right form. So it might be present, past, future, present perfect, present continuous, all the different tenses. It might be missing words, might be about auxiliary forms, question words, anything, okay? So Dr. Allen, that's the doctor, and P is the patient, right? So the doctor starts by saying, okay, who wants to be the doctor? And who wants to be the patient? That would be nice. Because it's not going to be me reading the whole thing. No, right? Jessica, would you like to be the patient or the doctor? And Joel, you can be the patient. Okay, go, try it. Okay, Joel is the doctor. Okay, Joel, go. Joel? Okay, we can ask Ivan maybe to be the doctor. Ivan? No, he's not here. Okay, is there anybody else? Oh, maybe okay, Jess is coming now. Okay. Wait, I lost it. I'm sorry. Let me grab it again. Okay, this is where we are, right? Who wants to be the doctor? Anyone?
I can, miss.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, so you are the doctor and Jessica is the patient. Okay, go.
Okay. So tell me, what did you dream about?
Jessica.
I was at a party. There were a lot of the people.
Okay. And
They
then,
were,
uh-huh.
sorry. What were What were they doing?
What were they doing? Asked the doctor.
They were drinking and
They were drinking and then we can listen, maybe to find that specific information.
3.16.
Let's listen, okay?
So tell me, what did you dream about?
I was at a party. There were a lot of people.
What were they doing?
They were drinking and talking.
So what were they doing? They were drinking and
Talking.
talking. They were drinking and talking. What the usual, right? In a party. And then the doctor asked,
Where were you drinking?
yes, I was champagne.
Were you drinking?
Yes,
Were you drinking? ¿Estabas tú tomando?
I was drinking champagne.
Mhm.
Yes, I was drinking champagne. Okay, good. Doctor?
And then what happened?
Then suddenly I was in a garden. There a lot of flowers.
So what could be the missing word? What do you think? Before listening to the audio. She's describing, right? Then suddenly, like de pronto, like suddenly I was in a garden there. If it's something that already happened, what could be the missing word?
Where?
There were a lot of flowers because it was a garden, right? And then the doctor said,
Flowers. Yes. What kind of flowers?
what kind of flowers? And then the patient said, Jessica?
I really see it was dark and I could hear music.
So she said, What could be the missing word? What do you think? Angelita, Said, Rocío, no, anyone. Juanita, thank you. I couldn't really see. I couldn't really see, it was dark, but I could hear music. Somebody was
Playing.
Somebody was playing the violin. She didn't know, I mean, he didn't know who it was, but he could hear the music. And he said, somebody was playing the violin. Okay, let's listen to that section.
Then what happened?
Then suddenly I was in a garden. There were a lot of flowers.
Flowers. Yes, yes. What kind of flowers?
I couldn't really see. It was dark.
That's a sound.
Oh, and I could hear music. Somebody was playing the violin.
Okay, and then what happened, doctor?
The violin. Go on.
Jessica?
And then I found a big oak in a tree.
And then I saw an owl, right? A big owl in a tree. And then the doctor said,
How do you feel?
how
Were you frightened of it?
No, not frightened. Really, no, but I felt very.
And then the patient said, no, not really frightened. No, but I felt,
Remember.
I remember, right? Because he's trying to remember every single detail about the dream. No, but I remember I felt very cold, especially my feet. They were freezing, like this. And then I suddenly So when
Woke up.
and then finally I woke up. Me desperté. It happens, right? Let's keep listening.
The violin. Go on.
And then I saw an owl, a big owl in a tree.
How did you feel? Were you frightened of it?
No, not frightened, really, no. But I remember I felt very cold, especially my feet. They were freezing. And then I woke up.
Your feet.
Then he said, your feet, right? Because it's really, it's kind of weird, right? And then
Your feet. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Were you wearing any shoes?
and
No, no, I
I wasn't.
Tell me, have you ever had this dream before?
no, never. So what does it, doctor?
So what does it
Mean.
What does it mean, doctor? ¿Qué significa todo esto, no? The owl, the cold, the flowers, the music, people at a party. It should have a meaning, right? It might have, of course. I'm not a psychologist either, but it might have a meaning, right? Sometimes the meaning of a dream can tell a lot of information about what's going on someone's mind or someone's emotions, right? It might affect sometimes how people behave, how people can perceive things, right? So this is it, right? This is what you're asked to do. We kind of go through every single section of the listening activity so we can guess what the meaning or what the section of each of the dialogues has to be feel, right? So this is activity 1C. And now there's something very interesting, as the doctor said, very interesting indeed. What could be the meaning of all of this? I mean, weird situations, right? What could be the meaning of all this? Dreaming about animals, about people you don't know, about flowers. So what could be the meaning? What do you think? We are not psychologists, but we might try to guess, right? That you are at a party, that you are drinking champagne, about flowers, that somebody is playing the violin, about an owl. It could mean, or this mean, according to the psychologist or the psychoanalyst, you're going to be very busy, that you're feeling positive about the future, that you want some romance in your life, or that you might need to ask an older person for help. Maybe you have an issue, something that you are struggling with, and you feel the need to speak with someone older than you for advice. Or number 5, that you will be successful in the future. What do you think? Your opinions on this. Juanita, what do you think that could be the meaning about being at a party? Or maybe
maybe the first or the second.
That you're gonna be very busy, might be, right? Or maybe feeling positive because you're listening to music. It's not a negative situation, it's something, it might have a positive meaning, right? Might be. Okay, what about that you're drinking champagne? You might be drinking whiskey or tequila or just water or ice, I don't know. But what could be the meaning? Or champagne, we usually drink champagne when we are celebrating, right? When we're celebrating for special occasions, right? It's not something that we drink every day. It's not like wine, that it might be something that you might drink more frequently, right? What about flowers? What about the owl? And what about someone playing the violin? Okay, now I'm not gonna go through this because I don't really know what they mean. Let's go back to what you answered. Patricio, how do you guess all of it?
No, there is an audio.
Ah, okay, in here, right? Because I didn't see it. Okay, but let's see what is the meaning of everything. Ah, there's an audio. Okay, let's play it.
3.17.
But this is interesting.
So, what does it mean, Doctor?
Well, first, the party. A party is a group of people. This means that you're going to meet a lot of people.
Okay.
I think you're going to be very busy.
At work?
Yes, at work. You work in an office, I think.
Yes, that's right.
And I think the party means you are going to have a lot of meetings.
What about the champagne?
Let me look at my notes again. Ah, yes, you were drinking champagne. Champagne means a celebration. It's a symbol of success. So we have a meeting or meetings and then a celebration. Maybe in the future, you'll have a meeting with your boss about a possible promotion.
Well, it's possible. I hope so. What about the garden and the flowers? Do they mean anything?
Yes, yes, flowers are a positive symbol. So the flowers mean that you are feeling positive about the future. So perhaps you already knew about this possible promotion.
No, I didn't. But it's true, I am very happy at work, and I feel very positive about my future. That's not where my problems are. My problems are with my love life.
Oh.
Does my dream tell you anything about that?
Yes, it does. You're single, aren't you?
Yes, well, divorced.
Because the violin music tells me you want some romance in your life. You're looking for a partner, perhaps?
Yes, I am. In fact, I met a woman last month. I really like her. I think I'm in love with her. I'm meeting her tonight.
In your dream, you saw an owl in a tree.
Yes, an owl, a big owl.
The owl represents an older person.
Okay.
I think you'll need to ask this older person for help. Maybe this older person is me. Maybe you need my help.
Well, yes. What I really want to know is, does this person, this woman, love me?
Well, but do you think that's a question the doctor can answer? If the lady is in love with him or not? Because that's what he really wants to know, right? He said that he's divorced, right? But he met another lady, another person just a month ago. And he's in love. But his final question to the doctor is, do you think he loves me? So do you think she loves me? But is that a question he should be, able to answer?
No, because the doctor doesn't have it. I was saying no.
The doctor, how can he know if the lady is in love with him or not? But this is why he is going to see someone, right? And someone older than him, because he's like, he doesn't know he's in love. And actually his problems were not about work, right? He said, well, actually my problem is my love life. So then he started telling the doctor about being divorced and about meeting someone. So this is what the doctors explained about the meaning of him being at a party. He said, well, you're gonna be busy because the meaning might be related to the fact that there's a lot of people. The fact that he's drinking champagne is that it's a symbol of success, maybe in his future. About the flowers, he said that that's a positive symbol, right? That he's feeling positive. He said, yes, I'm feeling positive about my future. that somebody's playing the violin because he wants romance, right? He wants to feel in love again. He wants to feel loved again because he recently went through a separation with someone. So he is really, he wants to have romance in his life. And the owl might be the doctor. He said, it might be me because you're asking an older person for help. Very interesting. I am not a psychologist, you are not, but we were able to somehow, we've been through the analysis of someone's dreams. So now if you're asked this kind of question, you know that you have to make it up. Just think of a situation. It might not be a realistic situation, but you might be asked to describe, right? A dream is kind of a story, right? Sometimes it doesn't make sense, but according to the list, according to the audio, it might have a meaning. Now, let's go back to my slides once again. Oh, yes, see, it's coming back. Okay, let me show you something else in my slides. And here we're gonna go through a little review about all the tenses, but there's something I want to show you. So this is about the dream, right? This is about the dream, and this is actually the dialogue between the doctor and the patient. Now, this is the meaning of the dream. I'm trying to understand the meaning, right? And now, this is what I want you to try it in here before going into Moodle, okay? This is kind of a review of the verb forms we have learned in level number 3. Okay, let me do something. Let me do something really quick. Let me move it a little bit like this. Okay, so this is what we have gone through in level number 3. First, we started by talking about present tenses, right? In which situations do we use present tense? It tells about what is happening at a time, currently. I live in Ecuador. I am in English level 3. I am a student. I live in Guayaquil, etc., etc., etc. Present, past. What has already happened? Something that happened yesterday, a year ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago. Acuérdese que siempre estas palabritas clave cuando usted vea yesterday, a year ago, last Friday, last year, 6 months ago. Ese ago significa que son cosas que ya pasaron y se terminaron. I live in Quito. I live in Quito, but I'm no longer in Quito. I was in level number 2 last year, but now you're level number 3 this year. These different situations that already happened, ya pasó y se murió, ahí quedó. Now, future tenses, what will happen later in the future? I will live in the USA. Who knows? I will live in Europe. I will live in Canada. I will be in level number 4, right? Hopefully, being positive, you will all be in level number 4 when you're done with level number 3. That's it. Now, there's something that is not included in here, and it's actually present perfect. Present perfect, aquí está, miren. Present simple, present continuous. When you are describing, it might be a picture, it might be a photo. You're describing something that is happening now. Or maybe you can use present continuous also for future situations. I am leaving tomorrow. I'm not leaving now, I'm leaving tomorrow. So, el present continuous puede tener esta doble función. Algo que está pasando ahorita o algo que está muy cercano a pasar, porque dice mañana. So, puede ser que no sean 2 años, but it's happening tomorrow. Puede ser también para futuro, cercano. Past simple, things that already happened. Past continuous, I was working in Paris when somebody called me. I was in the video call in Zoom when someone called me on my cell phone. So it might have different situations while you are doing something else happened. And the going to, when you're doing plans, you're making plans. I'm going to travel to Manta on my next holiday. Is my plan, but it's not happening now. But I'm planning to go to Manta. Future plans. Oh, look, it's going to rain. Usted ya ve que las nubes están así, pero oscurísimas. And someone might say, oh, it's going to rain. It's a prediction. It might rain, it might not rain. Puede ser que pase, puede ser que no. Last year, in the news, everybody was saying that, oh, del fenómeno de la niña, it wasn't el niño, la niña. Oh, la niña is coming. La niña is coming in November. La niña was coming in December. We are already in January, and la niña. So the predictions have not been, it didn't happen, right? But the predictions were that it was going to rain in November, and it hasn't rained that much. So those are predictions. Will or won't, future forms. You will love New York. It's also a prediction, but it's for the future. And present perfect, actions that have started in the past, but still happen today. I have been living in Ecuador for the last, I don't know how many years, because I'm still living in here. I have been working in Ministerio de Salud Pública, but I'm still working in Ministerio de Salud Pública, if you are. So it might be situations that started in the past, but still are happening now. So now, in this practice, they just want you to identify the term, I mean, the tense, okay? It might be future, it might be present perfect. If it has PP, present perfect. If it has just a letter P, it's the past. If it has PR, present, or F, the future. Y ahí están algunos tiempos. Present, past, future, and present perfect. If I say, I was drinking champagne, what could it be?
Present.
I was drinking. It's actually past continuous. But we don't have past continuous in here. We don't have PC. But if it's something that already happened, I was drinking champagne. ¿Cómo podríamos clasificarlo? Just
Past.
Past, right? Past. En realidad, lo correctísimo sería decir past continuous, pero no está la opción aquí, pero nos dicen que puede ser también algo que pasó. Something that already happened. I was drinking champagne, past. Number 2, maybe you'll have a meeting with your boss.
Future.
Future, right? ¿Cómo sabemos que futuro? Porque ahí está. Maybe you'll have, will, right? You will have a meeting with your boss. Good. Number 3, I saw an owl.
Past.
Past, porque no es que lo está viendo ahorita, it's just past. Él estaba describiendo el sueño. I saw an owl. Lo vi, pasó. Number 4, you are feeling positive.
Present.
Present. We are all feeling positive. Present, right? 5, you're going to meet a lot of people.
Future.
Future.
Future. It's actually present continuous, but present continuous can also have a connotation to describe an action, a prediction, right? You are going to meet a lot of people. Future. Number 6, you work in an office.
Present.
Present. Number 7, I'm meeting her tonight.
Future.
Future, because it says tonight, it's a close future. No sé, futuro así como que tonight, pero es futuro, porque no estamos todavía en la noche. Number 8, have you ever had this dream before?
Past.
Past.
Present.
But present what?
Present perfect.
Present perfect. ¿Por qué sabemos que es present perfect? Porque comienza con have, ese es el auxiliar del present perfect. Have you ever had this dream before? Y entonces sabemos que no es pasado porque sería otro el auxiliar, ¿no es cierto? Y si el verbo está en presente participio, have you ever had this dream before? Es como cuando decimos, have you ever been to Cuenca? Puede ser que haya ido, puede ser que nunca haya ido, Pues ese siempre have you ever been, have you ever, siempre va a ser present perfect. Now, I think now we're ready, right? Now we can go to Muru. Let's go. Vámonos. Okay, let me see. So this is where we are. And this is kind of the review, right? They call this activity, which one is the present perfect? Okay, but now we know which one it is, right? And it's exactly the same. They give you different situations and they want you to identify the tense. But this is the one we were doing in the slides. Okay, now you try it. Okay, let's see. A ver cómo nos ha ido. Patricia, good. Eduardo. Okay, Said is trying it now. Bianca, Fanny, Verónica, Juan José. Okay, Ronald, Juanita, Angela, again. Okay, she's trying it again. Summers, Bianca, and Mateo. Okay. Ahí estamos. Okay, let's see. What do we have to do next? Okay, so we did 1B, 1C. What do you think of the patient dreams? Interpretations. Which one is present perfect? Okay, now, let's see. Grammar Bank, 1A. You know what? Let's try it again on the slides. Because I think I have it in here on my slides. Okay, so this is the one we were doing, right? This is just to identify the tense. But now, this is the grammar practice. So we have two different ones. Complete the questions with one word. They don't say the word. It might be any word. It might be a verb. It might be an auxiliary form. It might be an adjective. It might be a question word. But if you look at the first example, where do you usually have lunch? And the word is underlined. I didn't see you at work last week. Were you ill? What kind of words are these? Because the rest will be similar to this one. Not exactly the same. Where do you usually have lunch? Were you ill? So we can guess what the other words could be. Number 1, you often remember your dreams. What could be the missing word?
Do.
And what is do in this case, if this is a question? Can you write the word down? Can you help me by writing it in here? Escribámosla aquí en el cuadrito, ¿ya? Let's see. Wait. Let me make it a little bit like this. We're doing 6A first. Estamos haciendo esta, miren. La primerita. And then we'll move on to B. So, if do is the word, what is it do in this case? ¿Qué función tiene esa palabra en esa pregunta? That is my question. ¿Por qué la ponemos al principio?
Sería el auxiliar.
Ujú. Do, en este caso, es el auxiliar. Do you often remember your dreams? Porque en inglés, según las reglas, siempre se utilizan auxiliares, de acuerdo al tiempo. Si este es un tiempo presente, entonces, ¿cuál es el auxiliar? Puede ser do, puede ser does, pero si dice you, entonces sabemos que siempre do va con you. Entonces, en este caso, do tiene función de auxiliar. Y generalmente, si es una pregunta, siempre va a comenzar la pregunta con un auxiliar. Do you often remember your dreams? Do you? I don't. I don't usually. I don't remember. It has to be something like really, really a nightmare that I might be able to remember. But otherwise, I will not. Number 2, you listened to the match on the radio last night. ¿Qué significa? ¿Qué sentido le da ese last night?
Pasado. Sería did you listen?
Sería did you listen? Did you listen to the match on the radio last night? Can you please add the word? Can you write it? Okay, thank you. And do not forget to add your name. Ajá, no se olvide de poner nunca su nombre. Okay, porque esa es su evidencia. You did it. Did you listen to the match on the radio last night? Good. Number 3, who do you think win the elections next year? Because we're having elections next year again in Ecuador.
No es Will, no es Will, futuro, próximo año.
Excelente, Ronald, because that's happening next year. Who do you think will win the election next year? ¿Quién será que va a ganar?
Es a futuro, Will, pues eso
It might be will, it might be present, it might be going to. Right? What do you think? It might just be will or maybe going to. Going to también sería como algo que es un indicador del futuro, ¿no es cierto? So which one could it be? Going to or will? What do you think?
El going to es un poco más asertivo, ¿verdad? O sea, el going to usamos cuando sabemos que va a pasar o va a pasar. El will es como que no sabemos si va a pasar o no.
Exacto. El going to, ¿cuál es la diferencia? El going to es algo que es como más planificado, es algo que sabemos que va a pasar, correcto, como dice Bianca. Will es algo que no sabemos porque es algo que nadie sabe si va a ganar, no sé, Noboa o existe otro candidato que tal vez a la gente le agrade más y termine ganando el otro. Y Noboa, chao. We don't know. No sabemos, ¿no es cierto? So, good. Who do you think will win the elections? Excellent, Ronald. Excelente también. Okay. Number 4. Why is it does your brother like rock music? ¿Por qué ese es el auxiliar ahí? What do you think? Why is it does and not do, for example? That's an interesting question. What about number 5? Because we're not talking about, I mean, the subject is not really yours, is brother, right? If we're talking about a brother, it's a third person and it should be does. So it's correct. Does your brother like rock music? Excellent, Angela. Number 5. Juanita, can you read it?
What are you going to watch on TV tonight?
And what is it are you going to? It could be do, right? What do you going to watch? But it will be okay or not. Because we're talking about a present tense, right? It's present. And going to is to make plans, right? So if you say going to, it should be what are you going to watch, right? No, what do you going to watch? It doesn't make sense, right? Good, good, Juanita. Number 6. It's snowing when you left. What could be the auxiliary form? Thank you, Ronan. Number 7. Were you at the party last night? I will see you. What do you think? Is it correct or not? We're missing number 6, number 8, and number 9. A ver, ¿quién más me ayuda? Anybody else?
Yes, didn't.
Didn't, right? Why is it didn't and not will? I will see you.
Because we are talking about the past.
We're talking about the past because the question is in past tense, right? Were you at the party last night? So if we're talking about the past, we should answer, right? In past tense. I didn't see you, right? Good. Thank you, Ivan. Okay, now it's right. What about number 8 and number 6? We're missing those. And number 9. Number 8, you been to the supermarket. And number 9, the film finished yet. So which words are missing?
Number 8, have.
Have you been? Have you been to the supermarket? Why is it have? Because we have the verb in past participle, right? Been, right? Good. So this is present. How do you call this? Present. Let me see. Have, no, let me see. Okay, okay, you're moving it. Okay, good. What tense is that one? Number 8. Anyone? We're missing number 6. A ver, ¿quién me ayuda? La 6, la 6.
Was.
Was it snowing when you left? Right? Because we're talking about the past, but it's past continuous, right? So we need the auxiliary form past verb to be, and then the verb has an ing, and we're talking about the past, so it's a past continuous. Was it snowing when you left? Was it raining when you left? Good. Don't forget to add your name, please. And number 9. What about number 9?
Us.
Excellent. Has. And which tense is this one? Has the film finished yet? ¿Cómo se llamaba este tiempo? 8 and 9 is the same.
Present perfect.
Present perfect.
Present perfect. This is present perfect. Because the film might not have finished yet. It might be still playing, right? So no se ha terminado todavía, pero le están preguntando, ¿has the film finished yet? Present perfect. Es una acción que comenzó porque ya está empezada la película. Ya la película ya empezó. Pero la persona pregunta, ¿is it finished yet? ¿Has it finished yet? Ya se terminó. So it's present perfect. Something that started in the past but might still be happening in the present time. Good. So that is A. What about letter B? Okay, let's go to letter B. Put the verb in the right form. Okay, in here, it could be present, it could be past, it could be future, it might be present perfect, present continuous, past continuous, any of them. Let's see, what are we doing tonight? Tonight, plans, right? So it's fine. Present continuous, what about letter B? We are going to have dinner with Jack and Mary. So these are the plans, right? They are planning to have dinner with Jack and Mary. Good. But we had dinner with them last week. ¿Por qué será pasado ahí?
Porque dice last week.
Pero le dice como que, but we had dinner with them last week and again. But okay, so it's a conversation between two people. And then B, yes, but they. So what could be the the next one? Let me see. That would be grammar practice 1B, right? Okay. What do you think? Anyone? But we had dinner with them last week. Yes, but they to tell us some good news today. Anyone? Someone? What about number 3? Patricio? No? Bianca? Vera?
They want to tell us.
But they want to tell us some good news because that's happening today, right? They meet with them last week, but today they want to tell them some good news because that's why they are meeting with them today, right? Yes, but they want to tell us some good news. Can you please write down the word want? Okay, good. And then, okay. Then some champagne. What do you think? Okay, so then if they are coming.
Shall I buy?
This is an offer. What do you usually use to make offers in future tense? Hay una palabra nueva que casi it's not the usual, but it's something. Shall I some champagne? ¿Será que compro un vinito? ¿Será que compramos una champaña? Como una sugerencia, ¿no? Una oferta, un ofrecimiento que le hace. Ya que van a venir los amigos, ¿no? Hay que brindarles algo. Shall I some champagne? Le pregunta. Right? And then B, can someone please help me with that one? You know, writing the words, the missing words. Okay. And do not forget your name. Aquí no sé quién escribió had, I don't know, or who wrote want.
Mimi, yo escribí had. Bianca.
Okay, Bianca. Okay. So don't forget to add your name. What about then? It says, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Where you se fue a comprar la champaña y se demoró mucho. Entonces, ¿qué le pregunta la persona? Someone who's, you know, he's waiting. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Where? And then he said, oh, I'm sorry. When I was home, I good. Shall I buy some champagne? Good. ¿Qué le pregunta cuando alguien se demora mucho? ¿Qué usted le pregunta? Where do you be? ¿Está bien así? Are you sure?
Aquí en Ecuador cuando se demora mucho le preguntan, ¿te fuiste a fabricar la cosa? O lo que sea.
Que te
Aquí
fuiste
en
a
Ecuador.
fabricar la botella de vidrio. Te fuiste a aplastar las uvas para hacer el vino.
Aquí en Ecuador, pues ese refrán es así cuando se demora.
Pero en inglés no le pregunta eso, pues solamente le pregunta, where do you been? ¿Estará bien?
Sí. No, es where.
Pero hay algo que está mal ahí. A ver.
Did you been?
Did you been? ¿Será? No. Where?
Where have you been?
Where have you been? ¿Dónde has estado? I mean, ellos son más polite, ¿no? Ellos no van a decirle que te fuiste a hacer la botella. No. Ellos no van a decir eso. Es otro idioma, es otra cultura. Entonces ellos preguntan, where have you been? ¿Dónde has estado? It's 8 o'clock. Le está reclamando. Ahí le está reclamando. Y luego entonces, ¿qué le responde? Oh, I'm sorry, lo siento. When I was... ahí hay 3 verbos. Aquí hay 3 verbos. When I was... when I was walking home. Yo creo que aquí hay un pequeño mistake, pero el verbo está bien, porque está describiendo, le está contando, uy, es que me pasó esto y luego esto. It happens, right? When I was home, I was walking to buy, yo creo que aquí sería I was walking to buy the champagne and then, vamos a ver, ahí como que no le había mucho sentido. When I was at home, I was walking to buy the champagne. Pero ahí creo que hay un pequeño mistake. When I was home, I was walking to buy the champagne. And then me encontré, ¿no? Típico usted dice, uy, me encontré con fulanito. In the shop.
It should be, when I was walking home, I stopped to buy.
Exactly. When I was walking home, I stopped. Why did he stop? Because he met someone. He saw someone, right? I saw Mark in the shop. Uy, ahí nos pusimos a conversar, la típica, ¿no? Se encuentra con el amigo y se pone a conversar y se olvida del tiempo. So that is what he's trying to explain, right? I was walking home, I stopped because I saw Mark in the shop, and then we started talking, and well, time passed. Well, hurry up, apúrate. Well, hurry up. We be late. So how should it be? Well, hurry up. We late. It's okay. I've already ordered a taxi and I'll be ready in 5 minutes. Good, Eduardo. That's the last piece of the conversation. Don't worry. I already called a taxi. I ordered a taxi and I'll be there in 5 minutes. No te preocupes. En 5 llego. So there's something missing in here. What about letter B? Number 9. Who wants to help? A ver, ¿quién? Juanita, Ángela, Mateo, Diego, Cristian, Gaby, Fanny. No? Anyone? Diego?
Are late.
Ajá, we are.
Late.
We are late. Y ahí falta una cosita. Hurry up. We are.
Be late.
But we are
We are going to be late.
We are going to be late. Vamos a hacernos tarde. Así como decimos nosotros, ¿no? We're going to be late. Nos vamos a atrasar. And then he said, it's okay. I've already ordered a taxi. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. We are going to be late. Nos vamos a hacer tarde. Nos vamos a atrasar. Right? They are talking. You know, they're trying to be on time, but something happened. But then finally, he said, don't worry, we'll be ready in 5 minutes. Okay, ahora sí, vámonos. Now let's go back. Go back to Muru. Okay, let me see, let me go back. And this is unit 6C. I think this is the last section of the grammar section. Okay, let's go. So this is where we are. This is the last section of unit 6. We did the listening activity about the dreaming, about the meaning of the dreams, and then we started to make a little review about the tenses, right? This is the first one, Grammar Bank 1A. Right, complete the questions with 1 word. A ver, veamos. See, I think you should have tried this right? Eso ya debería estar. Patricio, good. Good. Patricio, Eduardo, Yacid, Andy, fine. Ana Cristina, Verónica, good. Cristian, Litardo. And I'm still missing some people. Joelito, ¿dónde está por aquí? No lo veo.
Miss, ¿cuál es ese ejercicio?
This is, let me see, this is Grammar Bank 1A. This is the first practice, the grammar practice from the unit 6C. Ajá. Let me go back. Vamos a ver si ya ahora sí estamos todos ahí. Ok. Andy. Bianca, ok. Bianca, Ángela, Juana, Diego también está ahí. Ronald, Mateo. Ok. Somos. Aquí todavía me falta. Déjame ver a quién lo veo aquí. Ángela, ok, Ronald. Anita, ¿dónde está Anita? Ok, Ana ya estaba. Sí. Joel, ¿dónde está Joel? Me falta Joel aquí.
Miss, ¿puede enviar otra vez el link de las diapositivas?
Ok, sure. I'll share it now.
Gracias.
Ok, vamos a las diapositivas. Ok, there you go. Ya. Ahí, ya habrá terminado. Déjenme ver. Vamos a just reload it. Let me reload this already. So we can move on to the next one. Because I don't want to skip any practice. Juan José and Said. Ya, Said ya está ahí. Déjeme ver si le había puesto la asistencia. Yo creo que no le había puesto. Espérenme. Déjenme ver. Alguien más que llegó después de las 9.
Yo también.
Miss, yo.
A ver, espéreme.
Gaby. Gabriela Matías.
Gaby.
Jessie present, Miss.
Jessie, Gaby, espérame. A ver, déjeme ver. Jessie. Ajá, Jessie no tenía asistencia. Gaby. Gaby ya está. ¿Quién más me faltaba? Me faltaba Alex.
Yo,
Alex
Miss,
Mendiola.
Alex.
Ah,
Sí.
ya Alex está aquí.
Ya sí.
Verónica también ya está aquí, ¿no es cierto? Yacet, ¿dónde está Yacet? Yacet tampoco tenía asistencia. Said ya tiene. Cristian Villacrece no llegó. Ronald sí estaba. María Cristina no está todavía. Fernando tampoco está. Rocío sí está.
Yo, Miss, Fanny Barona.
Fanny. Yeah. Ya, Fanny Barona. Algunos estudiantes estaban todavía en el borde del 70%. Todavía estaban bordeándolo. O sea, si no,
¿Y puede decir qué porcentaje tengo yo? Por
ya les muestro. A ver, esto sí es sumamente importante. Los porcentajes, aquí estoy tratando de hacerlo más pequeño para
¿Cuál
que
es el porcentaje mínimo?
el mínimo es el 70%.
70.
60% de asistencia. O
70.
sea, menos de 60 ya reprueba el curso.
Correcto. Puede ser que usted haya hecho todo. Imagínense qué tristeza. Yo me muero. Si yo fuera estudiante, me da algo. Que yo haya hecho todo, que yo haya, o sea, pero no haya completado el 70%, eso sí es bien triste.
Ya a la final del curso creo que nos pueda decir nuestras asistencias. O sea,
Claro,
nuestro porcentaje. Por favor.
claro.
Gracias.
Por ejemplo, miren, aquí yo tengo ya un avance, porque no me gusta llegar al final y recién Mateo, por ejemplo, tiene 61%. Le falta. Está ahí. Puede ser que apruebe, puede ser que no. Fanny está bien, 88%, Summers 73%, está ya, pasó, si hablamos de porcentaje, tiene que tener más del 70. ¿Quién tiene 68? Por ejemplo, Matthews.
Miss, ¿cuánto tenía yo?
Fanny.
Summers. No, Summers.
Summers 73%.
73.
Ajá, 73%, pero ya pasó el mínimo. Acuérdense que todavía
Miss,
nos falta enero 13 y enero 14. Faltan 2 sesiones todavía porque la próxima sesión también le van a tomar asistencia porque es el speaking test. Tiene que estar en el speaking test. Si no está, pues ahí sí ya, ni modo. 70%, ¿quién está? Bianca, déjeme ver, es que está súper pequeño. Jessica está bien. Bianca ya también está ahí, pero ya está. Andy, Vero, Murillo. La mayoría ya tiene más del 70. Vero, Murillo.
Juan José.
Juan José sí tiene todo. Vero tiene 60 todavía, le falta. Juan José Castillo. Está Juan José sí está bien. 88%, 88%. Aquí, por ejemplo, 60% está, let me see, Alex tiene 60, creo. Ah, no, Verónica. Alex ya está sobre el 73.
Miss, ¿por qué tengo un casillero en blanco?
Alex.
Ajá,
Alex.
en la semana 6.
Semana 6. Oh, aquí se me escapó. Ahí está ese. Ya. Ok.
Miss, eso mismo de los casilleros en blanco, yo le iba a comunicar ahorita. La semana, bien, si es la semana 1, 2. En la semana 3, yo sí estuve todas las horas y en la semana 4 me parece que también. La única clase que falté fue la del 17 porque no me pude conectar desde el hospital.
Ok, Jessy. A veces, ¿por qué no he puesto el último casillero? ¿Por qué ustedes me dicen está el último en blanco? Porque generalmente al final yo tomo un screenshot, no lo tomo al inicio porque voy uno por uno, ¿no? Pero al final yo tomo un screenshot y en algunas ocasiones no he visto a la persona en la foto. Yo me voy guiando por quién estaba en la foto. Entonces, si a lo mejor en ese momento se desconectó o a lo mejor no salió, puede ser que por eso esté en blanco. Entonces, por eso...
El día 23 yo me quedé dormida y ingresé a las 10 de la mañana. No estuve en la primera hora, pero veo un poco cuadritos en blanco. ¿Puedes revisar? Yo me recuerdo que me quedé dormida así porque pensé que no había clase. Ingresé a las 10 de la mañana.
Aquí, entonces aquí,
Sí.
¿no es cierto?
En la primera hora no estuve, eso sí, porque me quedé dormida. Yo dije, me quedé dormida.
Miss, yo el día 20, ¿cuál es este día? La semana pasada, el 30, yo estuve todas las horas. Said.
Said. Esto fue correcto. Entonces ahí estamos, ¿no es cierto?
Teacher, a mí en la semana del diciembre del 28, yo sí estuve, solo me fui allá cuando tomó listo el final, pero de ahí sí estuve en las otras.
Bianca, aquí, ¿no es cierto?
Ajá.
Ok,
En la final no tengo la fotito.
ok. Ya, listo. Entonces, por eso es importante que ahorita revisemos esto. Muy importante.
Me falta un cuadrito, Miss.
Jessy. Aquí, si no me equivoco. ¿No es cierto? Este era el que nos faltaba.
Miss, yo en la semana 5 sí estuve todas las horas.
Jessica. Aquí. Ok, listo.
Mis, a mí en la semana 10, en la semana 4 de diciembre 10 también tengo un cuadrito
Aquí.
en blanco,
Ok,
sí.
listo.
Gracias.
Ok, thank you. Ahí estamos, ¿no es cierto? Estamos. La mayoría está
Sí.
ya casi,
El
most of
porcentaje
you.
para pasar es 70 o 60%.
70%. 70%. Ujú. Es muy importante. Yo creo que ya ustedes esto lo deben dominar mucho más que yo porque pues ya han estado en la universidad, ya saben que ese es muy
Y
importante.
en la universidad, por lo menos en otras materias, es 60.
Es el
Oh,
60.
60. Oh, really?
60
I
es la
didn't
universidad.
know.
Es
Well,
el 60%.
really? Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was 70%. So in here is 70%. Yeah, not 60%. So, but good to know that we are going through this information now, that the course has not
Y una
been
pregunta.
finished yet.
Los videos,
Yes.
¿hasta cuándo se puede subir?
Los videos los puse todos con deadline hasta el día 13, which is next Saturday.
Ah, ya.
Yeah, up to next Saturday. Con
Y Alticia, ¿hasta cuándo también? ¿Hasta la otra semana?
Alicia, I believe it will be up to the 13th too. I believe that information, usually Alticia closes 1 day before the exam. So 1 day before the exam will be on the 13th too. So make sure that you complete everything which needs to be completed this week.
Miss, la hora del examen escrito y oral, ¿cómo es el próximo domingo? ¿A qué hora es el examen?
Okay, just give me 1 second.